Hey guys, so my name is Dominick McCarron, and I am from the game design degree program. And today we are going to talk about my reflections in this past month of technology in the entertainment and media industries. In this video, we're going to break down two main points. What did I learn, and what can I pass on to the future TEM students? So let's get started. The first question that of the subpoint of what did I learn is, what did you learn or share about your industry during this time of the course? So in this past month, I was actually able to learn quite a bit about the game design industry. Looking back at first week, we did industry websites, and it was able to open up my eyes to the amount of industry reps who were actively giving new and aspiring designers, such as myself and my fellow students, the tools that we need to find a perfect job as soon as we graduate. You know, from building a specific resume to even teaching you brand new tips and tricks, like through tutorials in their websites or even the conventions that they are at. So it'll help you out for, future prospects or games that you yourself are going to create. I also learned about the Game Developers Conference, which was actually a really excellent discovery for myself, because it's not only is it nearby to my house, but it's like a yearly thing. It's typically closed to the public, but it's actually available for like recent graduates and like current game developers and companies, which gives graduates to the ability to actually network with the gaming companies. So this way that they have, future jobs lined up for themselves as soon as they're done. Places to bring their portfolio and resume. So basically, they can interview and try to find that job that we're all looking for as soon as we get out of school. On top of that, working through the industry growth section of the class, I was able to explore from the beginning to even like what the future might look like for the game design company, game design industry, that we're going to head into. And like, as little as 20 years ago, we're going from like 8-bit gaming with, hundreds of thousands of dollars in budgets to now where we have currently multi-million dollar budgets, for, even up to AAA titles or even indie games. Like, it starts out really slow for them, but like, look at what the mobile gaming has done for indies. Like, that's a huge development. And then eventually, we had to look into where we saw the gaming industry, or your specific industry going in the future. And looking at it, obviously for gaming, I would say virtual reality. I mean, Oculus Rift, HTC Vive, things like that. That's where we're headed. It was actually really nice because it kind of like opened up my eyes to like what it's been like to be working in the gaming industry, from then to what it is now, and like the complexities that are involved in becoming a game designer. So from what I've learned, I was able to answer the second question quite easily. That being, what did you learn about your own future during this period of industry exploration? Quite simply, I was able to set myself much more realistic goals. Like, I've already begun to build up my resume and my portfolio. I was actually able to pre-purchase tickets for nearby gaming conventions such as BlizzCon, and I missed Game Developers Conference, but there's always next year. Through that, I'm actually going to work on my networking venture so that when I graduate from Full Sail, I will become a successful game designer, whether it be in indie gaming or working for one of the big dogs, so to speak. Preferably PC gaming, though, but mobile and console gaming are definitely not out of the picture for me. I would suppose I also answered question 3. I'm going to continue to utilize my networking plan that I created during week 3 of TEM. While also I'm going to be able to set goals and better my plans of attack for future classes, so that this way I will have everything planned out. What's going to happen? What are we going to do? When can I get it done? Specifically because I'm a stay-at-home father, so I definitely need that plan because I have to do everything in between naps for my kids. But with my plan of attack, I'm going to maintain my organization and become a lot more successful in my upcoming classes and adventures that I'm going to run into trying to become a game designer. So, in conclusion, there are some tips that I would like to pass on to future TEM students. First, utilize your plans of attack that you establish in week 1. Not only can you schedule your month in advance, you can establish your goals in this class that you're currently going to be taking and your future classes. When researching your industry, look for the happenings in your surrounding area that you can make time for or even afford or be able to go to. Sure, you might not be experienced right now, especially being your 3rd month in school, but a few months down the road, that internship that opens up might just become yours because you networked with the right people at the right time. Put yourself out there and you'll succeed. So yeah, those are the only tips that I have for future students, and I'd like to say good luck and thank you.